Nick Joe. Hi, Kodiak. Your Honor. Why are you saying League of Legends? Oh my gosh, I see Loon here too. I sent a message to you when you went live. How funny is I know, is that crazy? Itty bitty mooey. Hi, Gear. No league, battery. No league. Okay, are we building back up? Oh wait, oh yeah, you are. Thank you for the stream streak, Fallen. Thank you, Fairy, for the 3 stream streak. All right, I think we're trying to double check. Everything's good.
If you're asking me, you gotta be clear.
I'm sorry. This is the most awkward intro ever.
I'll show you an awkward intro. I don't have anything. Go on.
Oh no, Lun! Hi everyone. We were in the middle of the trial in from last week, so we didn't finish it. So we're jumping right in, and hopefully we'll be able to. I think we'll just finish all the way through. I don't know if we'll be able to go to the next one after this trial. We might go straight to another investigation because there's not a lot left, to be honest. Yeah. Travel size movie now with better horns to help. What? No waiting, more law. Okay, ready for some law, Luton?
I love law.
I love law. All right. Ready
Except
for
when
copy.
it stops me. So are we going? Are we starting?
Yep, we're starting.
Yes, the guitar's serenade. You noticed its code too, did you not?
It's code.
The events that day followed the lyrics to our song.
Sugar.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, the moment that you started singing, I was like, oh, I want that.
Oh no.
I immediately got distracted from that. I should have been reading the stuff he's saying. First, the keys my heart held onto so tightly were stolen. This is you.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Letus's life was taken by a bullet.
The rest hardly needs explanation. But let's explain it anyway! So, guitar, up in the sky.
Goodbye, guitar.
That's mad! Sick nasty, bro! It's like a story out of some fairy tale.
I admit, I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were. Hey, you know, I was the one who first noticed that.
I've heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing?
I see chat going, I can see Judge saying radical or tubular to this.
Yeah. It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge. Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's go on to the next. The cross-examination. He's so cool.
Yeah, not so sure I'm going to do much singing. Yeah, sing, Paulo. I want to hear your voice.
Right?
Yeah.
Not
what
sure he's
about
gonna do much singing. We need to improve on that.
Alright.
Grody.
Oh wait, grody?
Like gross or yucky.
Oh, I see. Ah, yes, this is a classic game thing to camo shots with fireworks or loud music. If a game can do that, this ain't too far.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. Who would just steal a body just to match some lyrics? I didn't believe it myself, but it can't be a coincidence.
It is as Fräulein Detective says. Let us begin with the first verse. If you would, Fräulein Detective.
What? You want me to sing it?
You are the witness, yeah? Or did you want me to sing? I warn you, my fee as vocalist is not trivial.
Scam! Fine. Ahem. Let's look at the first part of the lyrics, shall we? When you stole away the keys, my heart held on so tight.
Indeed, my favorite heart-shaped keyring was stolen that morning.
Next, we go to the right page of the lyric sheet, where we find burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away. He burns! As we know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar bursts into flames. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away, all away. Mr. Latusse's life was taken by a bullet.
Bravo, Fräulein Detective. Your singing, it's not bad. What? It's... sorry.
Oh
now,
wait, did I accidentally
for the
skip too far?
finale. No, I was just like, we weren't singing.
Oh, we
We could have
sing.
been, but it's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, we don't have anything to go off of.
Yeah,
Are we
there's
expected
no
to create
music
the
or
melody?
tune. Yeah.
Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Latousse was found with a guitar up high in the sky over the stage.
Someone being funny here.
No series of coincidences could be so well conceived.
He's right. Scientifically speaking, what would Walkie would have said? That concert was whack. It's hard to argue when she pours her heart into it like that. Anyway, the shooter. He moved the body to match Lemierre's song. With no melody, I am now free to imagine Bowie singing metal. I can't sing metal. I can't scream like that.
Unless?
Unless, no, it really, no unless. Does the prosecution have any idea why he would do all this? Her lungs are too small to scream metal.
Oh, Marie.
No! You want my scientific opinion? No clue. But he clearly had a reason to go through all that trouble. Some deep reason. A deep reason.
Not only did he steal my keys, he torched my guitar. Unforgivable acts even if he had a reason. And worse if he had none.
Oh! Diva's complaint aside, I can't imagine someone doing this on just a whim.
The diva's complaints aside. Fräulein Detective,
Oh,
I
sorry.
think I take issue with that description.
It's like
Yeah,
I take.
Fräulein Detective, I take offense at that description. Yeah. Indeed, it does seem too well rehearsed, shall we say.
Wait, so we have someone asking, is this man representing himself? So
No,
yes.
no.
Oh wait, no.
Representing himself as in being their own lawyer.
Oh.
The accused is not currently in the courtroom. The accused is blind and I think in a jail cell.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just kind of like one of the victims of probably what the perpetrator has done and stuff, but we don't know who the perpetrator is. But
Blind and also doesn't speak English.
yeah, the person we're defending cannot
Japanese.
even speak English, so he can't
we-
even say any witness statements. Because his translator's dead.
Yeah. Also, if we go into history, I just want to highlight one thing.
Oh yeah.
One thing, I do enjoy when this game does that whole, like, cutting people off thing. Like, when Clavier said, "Fourth-line detective," I take offense at that description, and it's, like, quickly cut to the judge. Indeed, it does seem too well rehearsed, like, just talking over him. But on top of that, just the fact that the diva's complaints aside, she goes on, and he's like, "Wait, hold on," and that gets cut off.
I know, it's
That
so
little
funny.
bit there may be my favorite in the whole game so far.
There are so many like this. There's like some people who
It's
yap
so-
way too much and stuff, and like the script just keeps going. It doesn't even let you have a chance to digest to read. It's great.
Yeah. Like Old Bag. She's definitely one of
Yes.
them.
Yeah, that was who I was thinking of specifically.
Yeah.
Yes, this crime was planned for sure. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. But Mr. Latouche spoke English. He may have come to this country before. I looked into that, I assure you. Oh, it was his first time in the country, it seems. How does he know English?
He can learn, if possible.
Oh, says apparently he learned English on his own.
If you think
Great.
about it, Maki was inside of this country at the time of the murder, so it couldn't have been him by that logic. Because no one in this country had anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm thinking, I'm listening.
I'm making a joke, like interjection, like, haha, you've got yourself in a pickle there. You see, Machi was inside the country at the time of the murder, and you said no one in this country had motive.
Oh, no, but at the same time, Lemire is also a person from that country too, so she could have been the killer, but
Dun dun dun.
it can't be her because it happened while she was on stage. So the only person I could think of was that guitarist guy that I mentioned before that
Also, it didn't happen when she was on stage. Remember, she was outside the window to see it?
You're right!
Yeah, it happened after her.
Wait,
her
do you
event.
think she opened the window and shot through that window?
I believe I speculated about that before. Like, noting especially my emphasis on the fact that if we were to see how Mr. Latouche is laying, he was shot... or... If I recall correctly, he was shot in the... I think he was shot in his back, and he was on his front, with his head towards the door, away from the window.
Yeah.
Meaning he was shot and fell forward.
So
If he was shot from behind, that window is behind him.
They did say that the guy looked like an older man, so she's probably trying to frame that guitarist guy because that was the first person I thought it would be, but at the same time, what you said makes a lot of sense that Lemire was definitely the killer, especially since she changed her tune about us trying to like wait, we didn't have anything to do with the case at the time. So
Like
we
how
were
quickly
saying,
she was willing to shut down any answers she was willing to give.
yeah.
She was very helpful until suddenly she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have to tell you anything.
Yeah, exactly. 360 no scope.
But there's also especially the fact that... Heck, what was it? There was something I was thinking... Right, the window. It having... I feel like that "don't open" sign on the window is a little too random of a detail for the game to have included in itself.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not going to be something relevant to a character, but the fact that the game included that, it's going to be relevant that the window says not to open it.
Yeah.
But was it open? And maybe that was seen as the perfect opportunity. As in, like, also, why would the gun just be on the ground? Maybe the window was open, she reached in, shot him, and then tossed the gun onto the ground.
Do you think she always had the gun and then she just tossed it in there?
Possible. However, actually, no, wait. I'm correcting myself as I remember another thing, which also didn't seem to be addressed in the game, and that she very clearly wasn't outside that window, I think. As
No, she said she saw it through the window.
she says she saw it through the window. I'm remembering and recorrecting myself based on my other observations I've seen of she was in the room, like 100%. Like, so he was not looking towards the window. Yet he still was able to say that he saw Siren as a witness, and we know that Siren's brooch was in the bottom left corner of the room, which it could not have been there unless she was inside the room because of how far it is from the door and behind the door, meaning that Siren was inside the room. Like when we entered the room, and then she like got up from under the table and like quickly ran out and like slammed the door behind her, which is why when we were in there we suddenly heard the door slam and like, oh, she says that was her peeking into the room. No, that was her leaving the room.
But she also says that she didn't realize that her pendant was like removed. I wasn't sure also if someone tried to plant it there to show that she was the killer, or if they were trying to frame her.
I believe that is there because she was there.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Because it fell off of her right there.
Let's
Probably
keep
when
going
she was
because we're
getting up
gonna
to leave.
stay here for a while trying to speculate. No, it's okay. Because the only way to the truth is if we keep going to find more details.
The only way forward is through.
Yeah! Great. The butler did.
Oh my gosh, you've
Oh my
cracked
gosh.
it.
He found out!
You see, no one here had a motive to kill him, and certainly not in such an elaborate fashion. It does seem difficult to imagine.
Unless our famous prosecutor did it as a publicity stunt.
What did you say?
Just
Prosecutor Gavin, you did this to promote your song? Having the act of the song play out in person? Ellipses. Of course not. I am quite dismayed by the ludicrous claim of her nature. Or nature of her claim. Why would I need promotion? Everyone already listens to my music.
They're even in my textbook at school. How famous is he?
What do you mean they're in your textbook? Why would they be...
And I've never heard of them? What does that say about me? I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, Glimmer Boy.
Oof. Is she not a fan? I could have swore Emma was also a fan.
I don't think she is.
Huh.
And Machi practically left his signature on the scene. What do you mean by his signature?
I don't think your presence is technically your signature.
Yeah. The bullet holes in the wall, of course. The bullet holes? How is that a signature?
Yeah, what do those have to do with Machi?
The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
I mean, the shot that hit also left a hole in the wall, though,
yeah!
so... And that means what exactly? That he missed.
He missed! A swing and miss. That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would have been difficult, almost impossible to miss on that range.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very. Assuming the shooter can properly aim. No! You can't be serious! Machi! He can't see. That's why he missed?
Dun dun dun!
It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly.
That reminds me, The monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound. A blind shooter. No wonder he missed!
No wonder! I knew those bullet holes would have come back to haunt me. Think, Justice. What do I do now? I'll raise an objection.
Yeah. Think of the angle.
Well,
Machi
also,
was short and the bullet holes were about at the old guy's shoulder height, which is, he was also hit at shoulder height. If Machi aimed at his shoulders and missed the shot, one would be in the roof.
Yeah, and another thing is that the pushback from the gun could actually like break your arm just from one shot. Yeah.
Hello, Mui, Attorney of Justice.
Thank you for the 5-stream street dog. It's nice to see you.
Hello, Doc. How are you today?
Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall. But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
The shooter could just be a really bad shot. Oh, how so? Well, I'm pretty sure I would have missed my first shot.
Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim.
That's certainly possible. I mean, wouldn't you struggle if you had a gun aimed at yourself?
True. And it might have been the revolver's fault.
The revolver?
The revolver was a very large caliber, correct?
If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why, it could dislocate their shoulder. Exactly, and was Machi's arm dislocated? Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tobai, is, as you can see, tiny. It's so hard to... The little guy! It's so hard to picture him firing a gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would have thrown off his aim.
Oh, you fool. A convincing argument, to be sure.
Haha! Take that, smug prosecution!
Yeah,
Apollo?
you...
Huh? What?
Apollo, no.
That bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim, aren't you kind of, admitting he did it? Oh.
I love the ellipses. Oh. It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
Cripes! I really put my foot in this time!
But, let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fräulein Detective. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony.
Hi, Shova!
Hello, Shalva.
I hope you're doing well. Right. From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind. You can't say he was blind just because the bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that. I wouldn't call it proof per se. Huh?
You've merely raised a possibility. Yes, and a possibility is a... Fräulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. You see, there's a gun that most people wouldn't be capable of firing well, and the shooter missed, so obviously they were blind.
He shot
Of course,
and
there's... Yeah, I fired and I missed.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say that, me. I didn't know you knew this one too. And I missed again.
Got a popsicle.
I love that.
Yeah. Of course, there's more evidence than just bullet holes. You see, there was also the defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent. Forget the fact that the door opened and closed after the shooting.
But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place?
Uh, ah, a very good point. Well, Fräulein Detective, if you would care to explain.
He certainly seems sure of himself. Recall the crime scene if you would. Also, Shova, I hope you feel better. Please rest well. There was a stepladder right below the air vent.
Actually, can we be so certain it was actually a step ladder? Does it have like the extra legs or anything, or?
It doesn't matter. It's still a ladder.
A ladder, but a step ladder?
It's like so important because we don't know if it could like topple over and like there's absolutely no way a blind person could climb up a regular ladder.
Precisely.
Help me, stepladder. I'm stuck. No! We could, of course, fit in there if it wasn't for her horns. Yes, because I'm not the killer.
She was also banned from killing, so she couldn't have killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Problem solved.
As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Custodial staff went around checking for all the air vents. I don't believe it. Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Machi Tobai. He would have known that there was a way out at the top of that stepladder.
I mean, if he spoke English.
Yeah, exactly! But why is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
You could have figured it out for yourself. You only needed to consider what that stepladder was doing there.
Help, stepladder, I'm stuck!
Can we be entirely certain it was a stepladder and not in fact a... Sorry. Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder. Well, Herr Forehead? Out of ammunition, perhaps?
I've never seen Prosecutor Goffin so aggressive. Maybe he's caught in the scent of blood.
He's just like over in the other side of the room, like just growling and frothing at the mouth.
Have you seen the La Creatura meme? He's basically that right now in this case.
Yeah.
I can taste it. I can sense it. Apollo, don't you have something? Anything? No, but we need something to prove the killer could see. That'll put him in his place. Anything the shooter was sighted would do it. That would take down one of the central points. Do I have any evidence that could prove that, though?
I have an idea. The wall.
Alright, what idea?
There was a wall in the room between where the shot was fired from and the vent. If you can't see, like, that wall would have been really inconvenient, and they disappeared like in seconds, supposedly, because we heard the shots and then entered the room, and they navigated around all of that up the ladder, out the vent.
Yeah, we can prove that because we do have a little map that we could show.
That's probably not what it is.
Oh, you don't think it's
But
that?
it's probably not gonna be that. However, I like the thought that it would be that.
Let me see. Because I'm pretty sure we have a floor plan. Yeah, we do have a floor plan. Yeah, exactly. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is absolutely perfect.
Oh, yeah, actually that. The room is not just the wall. The room is very crowded.
Yeah.
Like, they'd have a lot of stuff to have to, like, navigate around to get to that ladder to begin with. And being blind is gonna make a real mess of that.
Yeah, and even Shinji saying, so if the killer was blind, how did they get the shot in the first place? Like, how does he even know he was there?
I mean, why do you think he missed?
Unless the killer is a daredevil.
Or they were having, like, a conversation or something. Then he, like, pulls out the gun, and then the guy starts dodging, he takes a shot. Ah, he missed, and then he fires again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, hi, Sheed! Oh, what happened? in.
50 minutes? Damn, that's impressive. What do I
Yeah.
have?
Yes, it's not 0 seconds.
4
Fine.
days and 13 hours.
Oh my
That's not
gosh.
enough.
That's
That's not nearly enough.
That's still a lot.
Damn, Shinji!
Oh my gosh,
Shinji got me
Shinji.
beat. I'm embarrassed.
You know, Shinji. I see Shinji a lot in my streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just shows that I don't really. I think I stream like around 2 to 4 hours at a time. So accumulating that many days just shows like how long you like how many streams you caught and been here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi Val. Hi. I've been going to other people's streams. I watch a lot, and it's all 0 seconds. What?
Oh my gosh, I'm like 14 days away from 2 years.
Oh my gosh, you're almost to 2 years.
Happy 2 years.
Thank you. I must be here for my design, mom. Oh, Shinji, you've been so supportive. I met him randomly in a game and stuff, and he stuck by. I didn't expect it at all, and he's been such a good he's been so supportive. Yeah. I tried to
Very
support
cool.
him too whenever he streams too, because he's like starting off streaming right now. He is having a lot of fun, and it makes me really happy. All right, I'm gonna keep reading the story. Fine, I accept the prosecution's challenge.
As I knew you would, hair forehead.
What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. Therefore, Machi, who's blind, did it.
This has given me the idea to just start shooting people and making sure that I miss at least one shot beforehand. And because of my eyes, they'll never be able to suspect I did it.
That's
I mean-
crazy.
I mean, the defense will please present their evidence.
You're thinking out loud, Judge. We can all hear.
Yeah, was that out loud?
Yes, I was.
Evidence
Alright.
that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see.
All right, here it is. So
The-
we want to. Hopefully, this is it.
presses his finger to his cheek. Was my outside voice?
That was your outside voice. Wait, what? No.
I'm not sure that overturns anything, Mr. Justice.
Well, I did not save, so I'm gonna have to save here.
It's fine. What's a little bit of life, you know?
All right.
Apparently both love and justice are blind. I feel like it's worth reading the failure text too.
Oh, that's true. You
Because
have.
there's the funny thing, like the failure text is always different, it seems. Especially
is-
if it gets more specific.
Yeah, that is.
Like, I
true.
just called you blind. Because,
Oh.
you know.
You have to overturn the blindness. Yeah.
Alright, what other evidence do we have?
Okay. This doesn't look so good.
Oh, wait. Alright, never mind. I was about to say, maybe the lyrics? Because how would they have read the lyrics? Those aren't in Braille or something, but he could have also just heard
You
the
heard
lyrics.
it, yeah.
Or, like,
Doesn't
been
look
read
so
them.
good, does it, Apollo? Actually, I have a theory. I want to show it to you. Let me see.
I'd love that.
Yeah. So we have this picture here, the crime photo.
Yeah.
He wrote somebody's name, but it's smeared out.
Yeah.
How would he be able
Which
to know he
means
wrote
that
his name?
maybe the murderer smeared it.
Yeah, that was the actual murderer's name, and he smeared it out. How would a blind person
Alright.
know he put his name on there?
Alright, important question. So, let's say that he did write the name and that the murderer decided to, like, wipe this out. We saw that while we were in there getting his last words. So it's not like they came in. It's not like they came back in afterwards and wiped it up. So it had to have happened before we entered the room. How hecking long did it take us to open that door? 2 shots were fired. Apparently he had time to like write their name, and then after he wrote their name, for them to like wipe it up, and then get out of the room, and then we show up in there. How long did we take to open that door after we heard gunshots in there? What the heck?
I don't know.
Like,
His fingers were like lightning, and the person who like smeared it off, they were in the room then.
Yeah, but like the further we go into this, the more stuff we are being told that happened during the killing before we entered the room, and it's just like, how did all of this happen before we entered the room? How long did we take to enter the room? But yes, I'm still convinced that Siren was inside the room, though. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the smeared blood. I think that is, because like that is definitely a smeared, regardless of if he wrote the killer's name or something else. Something was there, but most importantly, the blood is smeared, which he did not do.
Yeah, he can't do that because he wouldn't even know that the name was written. No, it doesn't. What do we do? First, we don't panic, even though Machi's case is leaking water by the gallon. Gavin's on a roll, and it's up to me to stop him. Super speed! Alright, so we have to go back to the last one and press that. And then we could just probably just like press this so that we skip all that. Objection! Objection!
Very good point.
Very good point. Alright. Oh my gosh, this is so much.
Yeah. Also, careful. Move your mouse.
No, don't worry. I'm not, I'm using the right click instead of the left click.
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Just wanted to make sure you weren't like accidentally over top of one of the buttons. I didn't remember where they were.
Yeah, that would be bad. Alright. Alright, so let's present this.
Yeah. I think that the smeared blood is pretty good idea. Yeah.
He's
Take
blind, not immobile. This is that evidence.
The photograph of the crime?
I don't care
yes,
much.
I can see the crime took place.
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face. But this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
I do like the idea and feel like Judge is exactly the kind of person to, yes, I can see that the picture shows the crime took place. Then perhaps you'd best show us this something. Get your finger out and get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah? Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. The contradiction at the scene of the crime.
It is this, Your Honor!
Dun dun dun!
Wait, why is it not... Oh, I have to press R. The contradiction is right here. The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision. Oh my god. But it really was blurry.
Oh my gosh. You gotta retire. Being fast. Being fast only increases the chance of running into a wall and stuff.
The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. He must have smeared whatever was written in blood. The victim is such a goofball. Much like a gesture I have seen many times in this court.
It's almost as if he wrote something. Aha! I get it! At least, I think I get it.
Get what, Fräulein?
When Mr. Latouche was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it but with his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Have you ever tried using blood as ink and your finger as a quill?
Actually, I admit that I was guilty of that before.
Louis?
It was a test at school. This teacher was terrified.
Oh my god. What, like your pen stopped working and you were
I
panicking
didn't
like,
have
oh
a
gosh.
pencil. I didn't have a pen. The teacher says you bring your own pen and pencil and stuff. If you don't, you'll get like a point reducted and stuff. So me being
my
smart, I pinched like my finger till it bled and stuff, and I was using it like ink to write my answer. My teacher was like, "That's gross." Take a pen. I'd rather you do that than like you trying to hurt yourself in order to like do the test with your own blood.
Oh my god. Louis, what the heck?
I know. I heard of other people using their fingernail to write answers and stuff, but like my teacher said that was the most hardcore thing they ever seen. Blood packed exam. Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here.
That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Drat, I wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
That's the point. Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, which I wouldn't be, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. Neither would I.
No one has anything else to say?
About what?
So the prosecution accepts this. You agree that the victim making the attempt to record the name of the killer, and that the killer tried to rub the name out. What's your point? What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know that the victim was writing their name?
Well, obviously he was also dictating it.
This is...
As he was writing the name in blood, he was saying, Ma, Chi, To, Bai.
I don't think he would say that out loud. He would try to be as discreet as he could. Well, Mr. Latouche was writing something in blood once the killer saw what it was.
Wait. Once he saw what it was? That thing that blind people are specifically known for not being able to do.
Yeah.
Oh.
But why do you think... But what did you just testify about the shooter? I said they were blind. Yet the crime scene itself contradicts itself. The killer had to been able to see. Why would they rub out their name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tobai, is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter. Impossible!
Well, then who could it have been? Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what all this means. Well, obviously, Machi is faking being blind. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet up until now, it seems I owe the court an apology. See, when I was walking around the crime scene, I accidentally smudged it a bit with my boot, and I was like, oopsies, and I just forgot to mention that.
Is he really gonna say something like that?
I wonder. The Gaviners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently, this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner.
I I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here.
Oh, watch, he's gonna blame Apollo for having smeared the blood.
No way. Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Looks like he knows something we don't. He's about to tell us.
I've got an idea. Let's rock! With these documents, but before that, I have a question for the Fräulein detective. If I may.
What?
Tell me, why do you think that Machitobai is blind?
Huh? What did he say? What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
You see, he's wearing those funny glasses.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's the blind pianist. Right. Oh no. I think I know what
He's
he's
not
talking
actually
about.
blind. Dun dun dun.
Because they had Lemire be said that she couldn't speak the other language, but they did it as a front to sell her more. They're thinking that
Oh my gosh.
he's not actually blind, but they do it to sell him more too.
Also, I only now realize that the music playing here is the song from before.
Oh, the one
Like
that
the one we heard on the like mixed track thing and all that.
Oh, the one that like Gavin plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only recognized it because I heard the do 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 do.
Oh, wait, you're right. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's doesn't Lemire lead him around by the hand all the time? No way.
I have a report here on the defendant, Machitobai. According to this, Machitobai can see perfectly well.
What? Oh no, this does not help
Then
us
why did
at
you lead so
all.
far into the fact that the shooter was blind, Gavin?
He was
Like,
trying to
Gavin
see if
was
we could
spending
go
this
have a
whole
gotcha.
time.
He's having a gotcha moment with us. He's trying to seal it that it actually is him.
But
What?
Gavin was leaning into them being blind this whole time, too.
No.
His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well. Okay, then how'd he miss the first shot, smart guy?
Yeah, but you said
What did I say exactly?
the next thing they're gonna say is that his height is not real either.
Yeah. You see, he's actually walking on his knees all the time. Hair forehead, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind.
It was all Emma who said that.
He just agreed.
Yeah.
The only one who did was Fräulein Detective.
But that's
A significant fact, yes. Consider Machitobai sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. Well, maybe the murderer didn't flee through the air vent. I see no problems with this.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Herr Forehead neatly explained those for us.
No, he really framed us here.
Nah! He couldn't miss because he couldn't see. It was the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. This is where the real fun begins, Herr Forehead.
Yeah.
I knew you didn't have what it took.
You jerk! Just what was I in here for? Comic relief?
Precisely.
No! Yeah, apologize.
Oh, sorry.
That's no way to apologize. He's angered the Trucy now. Look out.
If we can please end the bickering. Now?
Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solve this case if it kills me.
But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Don't say that. Ahaha! What? This bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? That seems to be what happened, yes.
Machi wears gloves, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I think.
Are his gloves stained with blood?
Eh?
Dun,
Nems,
dun.
muy more like moi. This message is sponsored by Purple Wolf Incorporated. Hi, Nems, how are you? I hope you've been doing well.
Panic. Hello, Nams. Welcome in.
Yeah. We might be able to find out who's really written here. Really? You can do that? That's right. With this.
Oh no.
It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it. It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
Oh yes. Have we done those tests yet?
As if I'm going to tell you.
Why? The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet.
Oh no, Nems is tired. I hope you rest well, Nems.
Hi, tired. I'm Shinji.
Oh wait, you already read this, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now.
Right. Go for it, Apollo. Huh? I have to do the test? You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple. A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere.
Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. You, the defendant, who not only has reason to... Anyway.
Right. Ready? It's easy as pie. Just press space to spray an area. Here, give it a try. The eyes of the entire court are focused on me. Apollo, your hands are shaking. Ugh. Grr. Let's do this. Alright, so we just spray? Oh. What is this? IPYX314206.
It all makes sense now.
I don't know what this means. Wow, it really works. This must be the power of science. It says IPXX314206. Is that the killer's name? I think this is a password.
No, I think that was because the victim's brain was shutting down, and it was just gibberish. He was trying to write a name, but he couldn't think straight, so he just started writing a bunch of gibberish due to the blood loss.
Nah, that can't be it.
I don't know. I think you'd find it's quite convincing. Oh, I missed one. Mystery. Maybe it is. If the killer was a robot. Haha, I have it.
So, what is it?
Obviously, it's the brand of glasses that the killer was wearing. Sorry. I looked at I thought those letters, IPXX, looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number.
Oh! Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Ah, so it is who I thought at first, the guitarist!
Dun dun dun! Yes, most are undercover agents
Oh, sorry,
working...
I didn't mean that. Oops.
Wow, Mui.
No!
Wow.
I accidentally right-click!
Most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number?
Why would Mr. Latouche even know a number like that?
Good show, Fräulein Detective. Rock on!
Hello, Archangel. I hope you're doing well.
What?
Wah. Sorry, I keep interrupting you, Loon. Eh?
Wait,
Wait, did you read the other? I thought you did. Yeah, you did.
no, but I don't see a message from Archangel.
Oh, wait, you don't? Archangel VR? They just peaked.
I don't see that in chat.
Wait,
Where?
wait. Okay, let me see if I
I
can
see there,
screenshot-
hi, I'm doing pretty decent, just chilling and being cute.
Yeah,
What?
so cute.
Yeah, but how long ago was the peak? Because I don't see it at all. Why is my chat not showing that?
Oh no, it was like right above Shova's message. When it says forget the
Right.
science.
Yeah, I see, hi, tired, I'm Shinji. Hello, Shinji. Science? What's that? I only know friendship. Forget the science. Luminol already showed that science is not real in here. And hi, I'm doing pretty decent, just chilling and being cute. Is Twitch explicitly not showing me messages? What the
Oh
heck,
my
Twitch?
gosh. Yeah, this is Twitch's fault. So if you ever see your messages being ignored, it is not the streamer's fault, it's Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Archangel, welcome in.
Hello.
Can we check history quickly? I just want to make
yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
certain.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Rock on! Your Honor, can we verify this number immediately?
Ooh.
Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand.
Oh my gosh, that's who I thought it was.
Dun dun dun! Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No. Give me 27.
3 minutes less.
I'm just that good. 10% more efficient than your average Interpol security worker. Or something.
I mean, you're right, it is 10% faster.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
he's stuck in the phase.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet, if this number is really that of an Interpol agent...
Oh, wait, I know. What if Machi Tobai really is an undercover Interpol agent?
Dun dun dun! That would be a possibility. A possibility? Yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain, or as the killer for certain.
Thank you for the follow, Archangel!
Why did Mr. Latouche know an Interpol ID number? Maybe it was one of the people investigating Mr. Latouche because he was actually a crime lord.
Ah,
No, it's...
that's what I want to know.
Well, we have some time while we wait for Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Machi Tobai. You see, there was this murder that took place the other day.
What are you talking about?
Fräulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. Too much of a bother.
Too much. Oh, wait. Whoa. I was trying to press history there. Too much of a bother to tell you. You had me until the last bit.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Ooh, Nem said.
Why
One...
can he see... Oh no.
Wait,
One quick,
did you read this?
one quick question. How did Liu learn to pronounce Fräulein? He's suspiciously good at it. I am? Oh my gosh, Nems, that's so... note, a lot of the people from my community are German, and Nems notably, like, seizes in pain whenever he hears, like, poorly pronounced German, yet he still tries to make me say German things sometimes.
Mhm.
And apparently I'm doing good at that one.
Yeah, you're doing a perfect job on clavier. Clavier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only know Fräulein because of Genshin. There's a bird named Oz
Oz.
that always
Yeah.
says Mein Fräulein.
Mein Fräulein. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
but there's so much bad German in that too. I I really do love Fischl. She's so fun. She's toony as heck. Uh, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung. No, that
The
is
presents his cough along.
terrible. Ow. Yeah. Ow. My ears. Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. But yeah, Fischl is just a, a terribly wonderful character. I love her. She's hilarious. And
I love her
her
too.
German, by and large, is also bad.
Oh my gosh, Nebs goes, I hate fish.
I love Fischl. Also,
I
there was one thing that I remembered so well. There was a little crossover between Genshin Impact and what was that language learning thing that had the green bird?
Oh what?
Uh, I'm trying to remember what the language learning thing with the green bird. Duolingo. Yeah, there was a Duolingo crossover and a Genshin, or there was a Genshin Impact Duolingo crossover thing of some sort, and in it, like they had all these characters. I feel like I remember like a bit where all the characters were like speaking in various different languages or something. But I most specifically remember Fischl comes up and she starts speaking, and then it just keeps playing. Like it has like the bird there, the Duolingo bird there, with like every time she says anything, it just like beeps with the like incorrect buzzer noise from Duolingo.
Oh,
Like
that's so
you're
funny.
supposed to like answer questions like to like if you're doing good and you'll get like a little ding if you're right and move on to the next one, or you'll get like a incorrect buzzer sound, and every time she spoke it did that, and she just started getting like more like sad and like crying and like panicky and stuff, and it was really funny. I loved that so much.
That is so funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get back to the story.
Yeah, sorry for the sidetrack.
No, it's perfectly fine. We were like doing this little sidetrack. It all started with like, how is Luton so good with German?
I'm so good, so
You're
good.
so good.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see?
I'm sorry, all of Genshin are Baumeisterfer
I'm a little
for
bit
me?
scared to say that when I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Let me select. Let me select. Translate section to English. Bohemian villages. Google translates that from German to English as Bohemian villages.
Nem's like, make it stop, please.
I'm sorry. Exactly. It makes little sense.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize you said that.
Sorry, I'm just snapping with him. What do you think, Herr Forehead?
Huh? Me?
Machitobai pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How
You
could
said it was
he?
for clout.
Yeah, he did for the clout. Didn't do for the fine. How could he
Do it for
know?
the fine.
Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time.
Something wrong? It's German phrasing for I have no idea. Fair? Yep. Do you think, perhaps, this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why. The victim is not actually dead. I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
What does
I
that
bit
have
my
to do with
tongue.
anything?
There was a reason why Machitobai pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now?
It wasn't for himself?
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? Let's not just ask the prosecution, who very clearly knows. Let's ask you to show us evidence that you've clearly got for it.
I don't know.
Well,
Let's look at the court record, because like sometimes these are trick questions that'll just make you lose a point.
Yeah, exactly.
And you get locked out, yeah.
So you look at the court record to see if you can deduce any reason that he would, or that you would have, and then you see if you want to say yes or not. Are we gonna lose a point for this? This is just kind of like a little like.
Yeah, we can lose a point for that. If we say we can prove it.
No, but I mean for like this, because like this is. We're just waiting for the friend to, for what, Devin?
I think
Darian. Yeah.
the safest option we could do is say no, because I really don't think we have proof right now. Yeah, I don't think we have proof. I could look at the guide to see.
Look, can we check out the court record again? The items?
Yeah.
So we're looking for a reason he would have to not be blind.
Yeah. Information.
Can we see that postcard?
Yeah, this postcard doesn't really show anything.
I mean, she's painting. There's a lot of like art and stuff, but I guess that's her own, not necessarily his.
The investigation request to ensure the efficiency and secrecy. Okay, so this is just to prove like nobody should be knowing what happened in the crime scene and stuff, but
Does the gun have a name on it? Probably not.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything. And this brooch doesn't have any proof. This mixing board doesn't have any proof. It just has like their music and stuff like where somebody heard the gunshot. The rings for Gavin's motorcycle. I really don't think we have evidence. The autopsy report just says how he died, but we don't have anything to show. But I can try to double check.
I feel like having a clue is a fair. Because we're supposed to be clueless at this point. Everyone's clueless.
Oh, wait!
He's looking for his gotcha, isn't he?
I looked at the...
Mooey.
I'm sorry. I looked at the guy. We do have evidence, and it was It was not obvious at all. It was the postcard.
I knew it was a postcard. I told you so.
Well, how would that show prove his blindness?
Because it's like art and stuff, and why would, like, she's always like with him and stuff. Why would she make a prime part of her art that is like she's doing it for him or something? Why would she make a prime part of her art about like painting, not music? Something he can't even enjoy. He's like supposedly half of her act or something.
Like, I thought that was just like, you know, an artistic choice to do that for promotion, but I didn't know that it had a deeper meaning than that.
Could have been. Or I could just be pulling things out of my... Machi had no reason.
Yeah, Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Which means, no, it couldn't be.
Good show, Hair Forehead. It seems you've thought of something.
Why can't I figure these things out on my own? I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well, look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. Alright, let's pick up this.
This is... Lamiro?
Lamier and Machi Tobai. Recall the relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Lamier and her pianist. They always walked together. She was leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would also lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go.
Yet he's not in the picture with her. All times.
Yet, we have learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time?
Well, wasn't it part of their performance?
I think there's a simpler explanation. Machi did not need to be led by the hand at all. That could only mean one thing. Oh! Really? Yeah. It was all the other way around. The one that needed to be led by the hand was Lamia. Wait, she's blind?
She's blind.
Wait!
Dun dun dun!
Did she lie?
We were told that she couldn't speak English and he couldn't see, but it is actually her who cannot see and he who speaks English, or cannot speak English.
Wait, did they swap their roles?
Dun dun dun! What's this? So you mean to say that Lamiro is... she's... Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Lamier is blind. What?
Dun dun dun!
What?
What a twist!
What a twist!
Order! 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 This is crazy! Prosecutor Gavin! Is it now? Please, please shed some sanity on this madness! The defense has made an outrageous claim. The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead.
It's not that big!
Yet I see this is... Yet I see it not... or yet... Heck! Yet I see it is not vast in vain. This time... He's quite correct. But that makes no sense!
Wait.
Even in the postcard you see her drawing, like, painting. Why would she be painting if she was blind?
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lamior herself? Hold your fingers in front of her and ask her to count them. No, that's not what he actually said. Wait. I'm sorry. Could I get history?
No, I was eating something. I ate a piece of bread.
Could I get the history?
Oh, sorry. Did I go
Yeah.
too fast?
No, I made a joke and then, like, I didn't actually read the line.
Oh no, I didn't
I
realize.
believe she is still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. Whoa.
Yeah.
I hadn't even imagined it until now. She did a really good job.
Bailiff, bring in Lamior. Yeah, in fact, Gavin did not say for you to like hold up fingers in front of her face and have her count them. Lamior, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must. Oh my gosh, her eyes, they're gray.
Yeah. You know
Please,
what? Do you
do not
think
be
the
concerned on
translator
my behalf.
protected Lamier? That she was the one that was targeted to be killed?
Oh.
And that's why, like, they were both in the room. The translator and Lamier were both in the room together. And the translator protected Lamier because she couldn't see. And she dropped her brooch and she tried to scurry on out.
Hmm.
Because maybe she didn't know who came in would try to kill her too. So she was very defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, how would the killer have not... How would the killer have killed the translator guy and not her, and somehow been unaware that she was in the room?
Maybe he jumped in the way or something.
But how... I'm just trying to figure out how...
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
trying
that
to figure
is
out
so
how
sad.
he could have been killed, and she, being blind, would not have been able to have been... Like... How she would have been able to have hidden from a killer.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the killer was probably Darian outside the window that should not
Yeah.
have been open, yet it was.
Yeah, I feel the same. I
And
think
that
it's...
she was under the couch hiding inside the room and... Sorry, go on.
Oh, no. I agree with you, because that was what I was thinking after we learned about Lamier's being blind and stuff. This shows that she was in her room at the time, but she wasn't a good witness because she didn't see anything. She just assumed. But how did she know the figure was an older man? Okay, I lied. I have a second question. Is Lou doing shared redeems? I don't think his redeems will work on this channel.
If it's no, they're meaning like if they redeem one of your redeems, if I would do the same. If it's, as long as it's not like the cat ears or clown nose or anything, the sound redeems, the things that I can't. But if you've got, Movie, do you have any redeems that like make you say a thing or anything?
I just have like hydrate and stretch redeems pretty much.
Okay, so then it seems like the hydrate and stretch are pretty much the only things I could do. Wrong. 5. I was typing with one hand, letting me use the other.
Oh, there's Goku. The Goku TTS. Please,
Voice?
dude.
Sorry.
What?
I was just reading blank say voice.
Voice? Yeah, I don't have voice redeem. I used to have a singing redeem, but I took it out because it got very disruptive for stream, especially in collabs. And it was very, very awkward that I had to sing in a Valorant collab, and people were like just waiting for me to finish. I'm like, I am so sorry. So I took out the singing redeems.
Yeah, I myself, I have like Luton says a thing redeems, so like people can make me say a thing. Obviously, I can screen the things. Like if someone tries to make me say something I'm not comfortable with saying or something, I can just like cancel it and like refund them their points or whatnot. But if someone like makes me say, I don't have an example right now, but someone makes me say a thing, I will say it and act as if I was the one saying it. I've always disliked when someone has like a says a thing redeem and then they like beforehand like, okay, but chat made me say this, and then they say it, or like they say the thing and then, but chat made me say that. Don't like, I'm not saying that chat made me say, like, where's the point, where's the fun in making someone say something if they're gonna like constantly like clarify before and or after that they're being made to say it?
Yeah. Yeah, they
So
want their clippable moments, so...
Yeah.
Did you say feet? I did not say feet. Hello, board.
Feet?
Feet? Sniffa, sniffa. Okay, no, never mind. Dang, I can't make Lou say golly gee willikers. You can say that, right?
Golly gee willikers.
Wow.
You can make me say anything you want. Mwahaha.
Yeah, I think it's... Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say that sounds really, really tame, and I feel like I would just say that even without a
Yeah. And since I can't use Mui's channel points to make me say things here, I say stuff for free.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm like getting really caught up with chat right now to not miss
No, you're
anything.
fine.
Yeah. Well, Nem says, well, GG, my Twitch crashed while you were answering, and I gotta go pick up a sister from work. Have fun. All right, see you, Nems.
Have a good day, Nems. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah. And Blank says, no, I meant when I said, how does she know it was an older man? And I said voice as if she could hear who it is. Oh, wait. I don't remember that part. But how did she know it was an older man? I don't know. She claims she saw a frame of an older man, but I don't know if she heard a voice. Clip it and ship it. Nice.
Did she say she saw the frame? I'm pretty sure she claimed she was outside the window. Said that she couldn't get a clear sight, but said that she heard the voice of an older man.
Oh, that's what she meant.
Like,
Okay.
they tried to paint it that she couldn't get an angle to see the shooter from where she was, from outside the window, because he was like inside on the, like if we look at the court record, look at the layout. I think it basically painted that the killer was over by the coat hangers. She was over by the window, which is up like just a little above where his foot is on the horizontal axis in the wall. So she was trying to paint that the killer was over there. She couldn't see them because they were out of the way, but she heard the voice of an older man.
I don't think that Lamiere was there at all. I think she was actually on the very left side of the room, because that's where we also saw her brooch. That's also where we see the bullet markings right near that area too. So it was definitely somebody trying to kill her, but her translator probably came in the way and protected her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, I've believed she's been in that corner for so long.
Yeah. Please, do not be concerned on my behalf. Those eyes. She really can't see? Really? It is true. How funny it is that a tiny little lie born in Borganian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
So you are...
Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lamiere. No, too many of my memories began in darkness. The word light had no meaning for Lamiere.
I see. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial, Hair Forehead.
What's that?
I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses.
Ah.
Now, Lamior, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you test it? Oh, I keep on slipping words in that don't even exist.
Oh,
will
that's
you
me.
testify to the court about your eyes?
Of course.
Just like me, for real, for real.
For real. That's so me. I remember I read an entire sentence that didn't even exist. I think I said something about a fire truck, and it had there was no word about that. And people were like, huh? Is this a bit? I was like, no, I thought I actually saw that.
Oh, Mooney.
My eyes failing me because I was so tired. That's me for real. Yeah, when you start seeing sentences that don't exist, you start glazing over. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor? Mr. Judge! Are you okay? No, it's
Sorry, sorry. I think my brain kind of.
Do you
yes,
need a drink
yes,
of water?
course. Did someone say hydrate?
No, there was no hydrate redeem, but I I heard you washing in
Water.
water.
I said the line. Yes, yes, of course. Though I admit, I'm a little lost here.
I think we're all a little bit lost here, Your Honor. Witness testimony.
I'm not lost at all. Yes, but you're the one who was hiding stuff from us.
Yeah, but you must be lost in her eyes.
She sure is.
Yeah, I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. You know, funny enough, even though she says darkness and sound, if you are blind, like your eyes are
The concept of darkness and the concept of light are kind of equal.
Yeah, like I hear people with their eyes still intact with their heads, they just see white and stuff. That's all they see is just white. If you have your eyes removed from your head, think of this is how an easy way to think of it. Try to imagine like you had a third eye growing out of your leg. Can you actually see through your leg right now? That's basically how it feels when you don't have your eyes connected to your head. So there would be no darkness, and if you still have your eyes, you just see white.
Yeah, it's not like you're not seeing light, you're not seeing darkness, you are not seeing stuff.
Yes. Yeah, and like the only time it turns dark like black and stuff is when you close your eyes and stuff. So that's how blind people know that they are opening and closing their eyes is when their eyes are open, white light goes in. When their eyes are closed, it's like it's dark, it's black and stuff. But that's what I heard about interviews of blind people. I'm sorry about this little derail.
There are definitely. I'm not certain if that's accurate for all of them, but that does sound like that's probably for certain kinds of blindness, or at least like people whose eyes have like taken damage and are no longer able to see, where they used to see or had the ability to see before, where there would be that distinction. It's their eyes are damaged; they cannot see what they used to see, so they. Like their eyes can't discern between different light frequencies anymore, so it all looks the same.
Yeah.
Thus, either light or no light.
Yeah, and then like of course the legally blind where like it's either like super blurry or if you have an obstruction in your eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think one of my grandparents had like a like major buildup of cataracts, which are like those little eye floaties, I think. So like technically they could see, but their vision was so obstructed by like major like clumps of those little eye floaties that it just obscured everything. They got a surgery to get that all like cleaned up and removed, and it went well. They can see better
That's
now.
amazing.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like my mom right now is like in the stages of cataracts, and she's gonna get surgery this year hopefully. So like I'm really excited when her cataracts goes away, because like I was like thinking, I hope surgery goes well, and hearing that your grandparents it worked really well, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for her because she's gonna be so happy. She's gonna be so happy to be able to have no more floaty. She's like, oh my gosh, I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a long time ago. And he's fine.
Yay! My producer came up with this PR line before he knew this. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
But this is a murder trial.
I apologize, it was a part of my contract, you see. I was to keep my blindness a secret no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would.
She told us the truth in the beginning. When she said she saw nothing.
No! It's true, she really saw nothing.
Yeah. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me.
Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well. The defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness. Well, that seems arbitrary.
Okay, there's only one part of that bothered me. Let me ask about that and I'll be happy. Alright, so what part... Could we just jump right into that part to see?
I'd say just ask all of it.
Yeah,
The judge will probably make clear if you're about to...
Yeah. I have no memory of the
Maybe
light.
save, though.
Oh, true. So, you don't know why you went blind? I do not. I may have been born this way, in fact.
It's fruitless to attempt to pry into her past. And, I might add, it's a delicate subject. I'm not sure we can reasonably expect Mr. Justice to do anything delicately.
Hey! Why, I oughta... Take a deep breath and calm down. What am I now is all that I have. It is enough, I think. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. Weren't you nervous to hit the stage with your condition? No, not at all, surprisingly. It felt natural, singing in front of everyone.
It's not something just anyone can do. She has talent. That much is quite clear. You might even say she is beloved by the gods of music.
Even without light, I live perfectly happy in my world of sound. If that is a talent, as you say, then I thank the gods responsible. What about your PR motto? My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. Perhaps your music reminded him of the Borganian scenery? No, it was quite the opposite. The opposite? According to my producer, my music has a certain global quality.
Global?
Multicultural, if you will. Hard to pin to one region. When people listen to it, they picture the countries closest to their hearts. Which is why my music has reached so many. What a lovely story!
It sounds like this producer might have known what he was doing after all.
My songs are nothing more than a white canvas. To me, the real landscape painters are the listeners. When I think of that, I do not mind how I'm represented to the world so much. Yet, one thing quickly led to another. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Was that to protect your image as a landscape painter in sound? That does not matter so much to me, really. The label is quite concerned about it, I think. A landscape painter who can't see? That's like a pianist who can't play! Huh. I'm not sure you can compare your father to Lemire. The world of commercial music. Oh, what the heck? I'm not pressing anything! For some reason, I accidentally pressed autoplay. Oh my gosh!
I'm not laughing about. I'm laughing about the previous thing. A landscape painter who can't see. That's like a pianist who can't play, huh? I'm not sure you can compare your father to Lamio.
Oh wait, I didn't even see that.
You read it.
Oh my gosh, I totally glazed over that. The world of commercial music is filled with these little white lies. Nothing is sacred when it comes to publicity.
They're always so mean to Phoenix. I mean, rightfully so. He should have stayed in law.
Rightfully so.
He should have stuck to law.
Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latouche? Of course. He was my manager. So he knew. And that's what's been bugging me. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? Oh, sorry, you say that! Oh my gosh! I'm in reading mode.
Louie!
No!
I can't believe it. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You are thinking of when you... You are thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is he right, Apollo? Yes, I was.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
He's alive! Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
This is like the third or fourth time.
It's so cold.
Get him a blanket! You're cold. Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way.
Can't see.
Mooey the Wine Snatcher, not gonna be able to escape the allegations.
Oh my gosh. He wasn't saying that he can't see. He was saying his witness can't see.
Oh my gosh! Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is Siren.
Mr. Latouche told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know.
He even said can't see.
Yeah.
Tisk tisk. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself.
Meaning what?
There is no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more. The witness. Siren? We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense. I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that.
Ooh. Before? What came before? Ah!
That's right. He tried to tell you. When he said, can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness. I see!
I know you can see!
It's too bad she can't.
No need to rub it in.
I see! Too bad the defense did not.
Wow!
Well, hair forehead, try relaxing and looking at the facts next time. Oh my god, that is so insensitive. She's right here.
She's right here.
Order! Order! Recall Lamur's earlier testimony.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I was
Yeah.
on my way from the stage and backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
Oh my gosh. She's blind. No wonder she wasn't where she thought she was.
Oh my gosh!
That's probably nonsense, but... But she couldn't have heard the gun...
The gunshots?
But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. Judge, she's blind, not deaf. I thought we proved that. That is not the most important point here.
Oh, sorry, they were saying,
The moment he was shot, Mr. Latouche witnessed her through that window. Wrong. Why else would he have named her as the witness? He was shot in the back, not the chest, and he fell on his chest, facing away from the window.
Ah, but I really did hear him. 2 gunshots in the man's voice.
Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. We already have... we have already run a simulation, of course.
But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I know it in an instant.
And this is where Darian comes back.
Yeah!
He comes back with the report right now. Your Honor. What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here? We have the results back from the investigation. The investigation? What investigation? The Interpol number that Mr. Latouche left us. Oh, right.
Oh, they were trying to figure that out.
Well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescend, your report, please.
Oh, there he is!
Hold on. I want him to say one word and immediately get cut off by Lamior.
It's
Like, murderer!
It's him!
It's him! It's him! And she like starts panicking, like clawing her way out, like scrambling across the floor towards the door.
Oh my gosh, my scream made my cat jump. She jumped over her bed and go, whoa!
Oh my gosh. I asked Interpol about that number.
It's him!
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Ellipses. Quick work as always, Darian. Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent? IPXX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche.
What?
That's right. He gave us his own ID number. And I'm definitely not hiding evidence from you here.
Yeah, he has to be hiding evidence.
What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latouche himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation.
So, when he wrote those letters...
He was trying to tell us his own identity. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Wait, so the person who wiped it didn't know what those numbers meant, so they thought it was incriminating evidence and just... But why would...
They thought it was incriminating evidence because they saw there was an Interpol number being written. They didn't have time to realize if it was theirs or not.
So, Darian? Is it you?
Yeah, I'm thinking Darian is... Well, I mean, Darian is a police officer, but whether Interpol or not, he saw some code being written and assumed it was relevant to him.
Yeah, because he has an Interpol number too. So he probably was thinking like, oh my gosh, I killed this man. It must be my number. So he... But why would
he
write his
didn't
own number?
To show him... To show... The point would be to, like, as he said, give his identity. And any case that he was on would become potentially relevant or anything.
Oh.
And obviously why the killer would have wiped it away, they didn't have time to identify, okay, is that my number they're writing out? They'd see a number is being written and just smeared it immediately, and they had to book it as fast as they could. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Mr. Latouche was an undercover Interpol agent. So him being Lamior's manager was just a cover, most likely.
There's one other important detail I found. Well, out with it. It concerns that .45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently, It belonged to Romain Lettuce.
What?
I know, crazy, don't you think?
That's so.
It's
First
so
of all,
convenient that both of these things belong to Romain Lettuce and no one else, and don't look into them.
because also remember he also held the
Take
keys
my word
that
for it.
belonged to Gavin. So he probably was the one who probably stole the keys. Probably, maybe he shired the two shots and stuff. Wait, do you think he was trying to kill Lamier and then he got shot from behind from somebody else?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Heavily inconveniencing Gavin throughout the day by like stealing his keys so he couldn't use his car or get into his guitar case without breaking the case, burning up his guitar, all of this stuff.
His Ferrari
That could
guitar.
be him trying. That could have been Darian trying to give motive, trying to make it seem like, see, Gavin had a reason to want to kill him. Or to try to kill Lamior, but then Lettuce got in the way and he had to get out.
Maybe Mr. Lettuce saw Gavin as a potential rival and he wanted Lamier to shine more, but then why would he try to shoot Lamier if it was him that shot those two shots?
Nah, I'm thinking that Darian, or my thought process is that Darian doesn't like Gavin. Because they were fighting, like, when they were doing the music stuff, like, when we had to, like, mess with the mixing, they were fighting, and he was very much against Gavin. I think that Darian has it out for Gavin and was trying to frame him for the murder by giving a bunch of motive for killing these people, and then, like, by stealing the keys, so got inconvenienced Gavin throughout the day, burning up his guitar, all of this stuff, and then leaving the keys on the body. I think that he was trying to frame Gavin. Bam.
Oh. Yeah, the only way we can figure it out is if we keep going.
Yeah, I did read this line. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms. And the registration number on the revolver matched. So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent would have such a large revolver. Wink.
Carol say I'm mute. I'm not speaking because Loon's speaking right now.
Louie, I can't hear you. Louie.
No, my mic is. I can see it in OBS. It's working.
Louie, where are you?
Loon, I'm here.
Louie, follow my voice.
Oh no. Hi, Carol.
Hello, welcome in.
Welcome.
Oops, wrong redeem, head pats.
So, the victim was an Interpol agent on the undercover op. I wonder if it has ties into everything. It's gotta tie in somehow, you think? Yeah, somehow.
Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help. Now please, leave before we have a chance to frame you.
Oh
no! Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out.
What?
Hold
Who said
it!
hold it?
Lamior.
Oh my gosh, wait.
Lamior? Is something the matter?
That voice just now.
Darian?
There it is! Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. Ah! There it is! I'm sure of it.
It was him? You aren't saying...
That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Lettuce. When I heard the gunshots fired, it was him. It was Mr. Darian.
Ooh. Is this some kind of joke?
Oh my gosh, I never seen this sprite from him. What?
No way.
courtroom fell into such a chaotic state. The trial had to be suspended temporarily. I've never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. Lamia, fingering Darien Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it have really been his voice Lamia heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it. Hey! No whipping out, Apollo! To
Whoa.
be continued.
Do we want to continue?
It's
How are you
already been
feeling?
almost 2 hours. I do worry if we do the investigation, it could take another 2 hours.
Is that bad? We've gone like 5 hours before.
I
Although I
know, but I
definitely don't want to
got
overwork you.
yeah, I got really, really tired. And
Yeah.
like luckily my voice is doing good right now, but I
Mhm.
feel like I would get very, very fatigued if I went for another 2 more hours and stuff because yeah, I think I know my limit is probably like 3 hours.
Do you think we're gonna go into Oh, it does say day 2 investigation.
Yeah, it
Okay.
does. Yeah, and it'll probably give a better leave off point of like when we come back to start because like starting from the middle can be a little bit awkward versus like when the
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
we can leave it here for now. Thank you everyone for coming and thank you for accompanying
Yeah.
me, Luton. Thank you, thank
Absolutely.
you. Yeah. Alright, we could go see if we could rate somebody. So
Mhm.
I will
Mhm.
see you everyone. Bye bye. Thank you for
Bye
coming.
bye.